Good afternoon to all the Sandy Run Country Club members. This is Casey O'Reilly, the golf pro at Sandy Run Country Club. Joe Reuter, our 2020 club champion, has come out here to work on his game, and he's volunteered 5 minutes here to hold the camera so we could do a swing video for you today. So we appreciate Joe. Joe is going to represent Sandy Run this weekend in a big amateur tournament in Jupiter, Florida at the Bears Club. So one of the best prestigious tournaments for amateurs. And Joe's going to represent Sandy Run. So he's here to work on his game today, but he's going to take 5 minutes out to hold his camera, so we appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We have an outing here today, but we wanted to come out here and give you a little video. And what we tried to do this year at the club is we gave everybody a towel in their cart, you know, to keep your clubs clean and wipe off the sweat if you're sweating. But these towels can be really useful for your golf swing. So we have 4 stations set up here to show you how these little towels can help your golf over the winter time. Next time you come up and practice or at home, you can do these little, what I call drills, visual drills that really help all parts of your game. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to take a divot with your iron, how to get compression on the golf ball by using this little towel here. So here's how you do it. So you grab a washcloth or a hand towel and you put it about a grip length from the ball for your iron shot. You're going to put it behind the ball, so we're going to hit this ball down the range. I got my pitching wedge, and we're going to put it about a grip away from the ball. And the idea here, obviously, is to be able to hit this golf ball, take a divot after the ball without the club hitting the towel. So here's what happens when you make a poor swing, you don't get good contact, and you would hit the towel. So what people most happens is when you hit a ball thin, or a top, or even sometimes fat, you know, you kind of come down in your downswing and you get what we call a handsy, casty, wristy swing, and the club head beats the handle to the ball, and you would hit the towel and catch the ball mostly on the up and hit a top or a thin shot. So the idea of the towel here is get it a grip away. We want to make sure that on your downswing that the handle of the club always wins the race to the ball. So we're coming in and the handle's winning the race and the club head catches up right there. That's what you want on your iron shots, your hybrids, and even your fairway woods off the ground. Any shot that the ball's on the ground, you want to feel like that handle of the club, that the body rotating and moving forward is pulling the handle down and into the golf ball. As you can see, my hands are forward at impact and I'm not striking that towel. So your swing thought should be, if you're going to practice your irons and getting divots, it should be the feeling of, on your downswing, you're initiating the handle to the ball and then the weight shift together, boom. It's not club head, or it's not hands or wrists. If that club head passes, we're in trouble. So let's show you how to do it. We're gonna hit one here. So white flag out there is like 130, I think. So I got my pitching wedge. We're gonna play the ball either middle or just slightly forward of middle is where I play it. Make sure with your iron shots and your hybrids, the handle's in front of the ball slightly. Right, you can either have your weight left or neutral, whatever's comfortable. There's no right, no wrong. And again, just make sure on the backswing, it's okay to brush the towel a little on the backswing. I have no problem with that, but on the downswing, we want to avoid it by getting the handle to the ball. And you should get a nice, you can see where the club hits the ball here first. So you can see the ball was here. Divots in front of the ball, we never struck the towel. With one pretty simple swing thought, you know, whether you're a 40 handicapper, a 10 or a 2, it's the same thing. When you hit a good iron shot, the handle of the club is winning the race to the ball with the body shift. There's your impact. So if you get the hands releasing early or the club head passing the handle, you're going to get bad contact with your irons. Now the next shot we're going to show you is with your driver. So we've come over here. Thankfully, there's nobody down there, down towards 8 green there. So we're going to hit a ball here. Now the towel is on the front side of the ball. So again, you put it about a grip away from the ball. Now, obviously, we don't want to take a divot. So the ball's teed up 2.5 inches. I always like to get the logo on top there of the line in the club head. So by doing 2 things, we don't want to strike the towel. We want to catch the driver on the up, and all you got to do is change your setup. There's no swing change at all. You should be making the same swing. So instead of playing the ball middle or a little forward, we're gonna get it way forward in your stance. Stance a little wider because we want to hit it farther. We want a bigger arc, right? And then tilt the shoulders. And if you want, you can lean, you can cheat a little bit, as I call it, and lean a little weight on your right side. That'll help you make a bigger turn into your backswing, right? So here's how you do it. So there's the hiccup. We don't want to hit that towel. We want to catch the ball and the tee on the upswing. So line up, get your target, get the club at your target, get the ball forward, get your shoulder tilted, right? A little weight on your right side. So all I got to do now is make my normal swing. I will not hit that towel. So it's just the idea of complete the backswing and hit it like that. So you can see, barely even hit the tee, right? Nothing, caught it all on the upswing. Same swing as the wedge, different ball position, different shoulder tilt, and a little different weighted address. Now the next one we want to show you is your short game, right? So we're gonna come over here. We've set up a little station where we have, I don't know, a 20-yard chip shot. The red flag there on the range, we're about 20 yards away. So I got my my gap wedge 50 degree, and we've set the towel now, again, about a grip length away from the ball. It's a chip shot. So good chippers either play the ball middle or back, or in some cases, some players play it forward. There's no right, no wrong. But if you're looking for a consistent strike, I would start with either middle or back. As you can see here, obviously we want to get the club swinging more steeper, lifting it more up in the air. There's not a lot of pivot with the body. We're only hitting it 20 yards, so there's no reason to be pivoting a heck of a lot on this shot. So it's going to be more of an arm swing, vertical up in the air. We don't want to take it back, because if I take it back, here you go, you hit the towel. And if you get the inside takeaway when you chip, you're going to be sculling, hitting a lot of thin shots and some fat too. So again, get it a grip. You could do this at home. Just get it a grip away on the carpet. Point the club at the flag. I'm going to play this one slightly back. I'm going to get my hands forward. And again, on the takeaway, it's going to be more of a lift and then a downward blow with the handle again, winning the race. The handle of the club, look, is winning the race. Boom. We don't want to have any of this when you chip. So let's try to hit one here. Try to get it lined up. Get the club nice and vertical. Strike down. Little bump and run. Hit the flag. Pretty good. All right, so you can see that little drill there for your short game. Now the last one, we didn't set up a station, but I want to show you. This is very, very good, this drill here. So one of the characteristics we see when people struggle, irons or woods, is what we call a sway, where you try to create turn, but you turn incorrectly. Instead of coiling, you kind of slide. So if you take this folded towel, you put it on the ground, right? Put a ball here, and you get your right foot kind of like anchored. You can see there, it's really anchored me. It's very hard now for me to go like that in a swing. It prevents me from sliding, and it allows me to really coil, where I could turn my chest into my right side without swaying. So let's get it a little farther away, right? So we can get a stance. You find where you want to hit it, and you fold it up there where it's a little higher, and you feel right there, you feel that foot pressure there. And I'm really ready to kind of hit a real solid shot, even out of a divot. So it's gonna really allow me to pivot without sliding. If you start sliding off the ball in golf, you're gonna hit the top of the ball all day, and you're gonna hit ground balls. So here's kind of where we want it. There, get the handle forward, and really after you make your backswing, try to get the handle of the club and the weight shift kind of like that. Boom, there's your impact. So this really helps you it's going to help you with your weight shift. It's going to allow you to push towards the target instead of hanging back. All right, so there it is. It's a little brace. You got your handle forward. Now it's just a matter of, can we get the strike after the ball? You can see again, the ball was here. The divot's way in front of the ball. I didn't have a lot of sway. So this one's really good. The last one, real quick, is when I was a junior, I wasn't very good in school, and they held me back. I was in special learning because I couldn't, when somebody told me something, I couldn't comprehend it, but if there was a picture of it, I comprehended it very well. So for me, when I was being taught by my dad, and we were talking about shoulder turn, you know, he put this thing under my arm, so where it stuck out kind of there, and when I made my backswing, if I saw this, if you see the towel, you've made the correct turn. Like, kind of go here. So it really, you feel the correct turning of the shoulder down to the golf ball. So you want to feel that, boom. Once I saw the towel, I knew I was in a position, there was no reason for the arms to keep going, right? So if you feel like your swing gets loose and long, this is a really good drill to not only see where the shoulder turn is, once it gets to the ball, you're done, and feel it. And then obviously when you want to hit balls, you get rid of the towel and you just, there you go, you know you're in the right position. So it's a little visual aid. You could do that in your house any night, just coiling. So that's it for today's video. We thank Joe Ruder. These towels are in the carts every day if you want to use them for this stuff. They really help your game. And we look forward to seeing you here at the club. And good luck, Joe, this weekend. Thanks.